In this video, I'm going to talk you through a couple of different ways of anchoring your resistance bands for your exercises. The first method I'm going to talk about is going to be using a resistance band door anchor. And these can come in a variety of shapes and sizes. This is one that I like. So it just has, this is the end that you stick through the door hinge. This is the end that you stick your band through. Sometimes this end is like a big, almost like a foam roll. They all work the same way. To use the door anchor, you put your resistance band through. If you've got, for the long looped resistance bands, and you pull it tight like this. If you're using a resistance band with a handle, you just stick the handle through here and it'll dangle through on both sides. Now to anchor your resistance band in your door frame, you want to use a door that pulls shut towards you so that when you're pulling on the resistance band, your door doesn't accidentally pop open on you, okay? There's a couple places where you can anchor the band. One is going to be over the top of your door, always closest to the hinge, so very close to the hinge, or you can anchor it along the side of the door, so actually in the hinge. So if you're going over the door, you throw the door anchor up there so that the ball or the foam roll is clear on the other side. Shut your door, and now you have an anchored band. Similarly, you can anchor your resistance band in the hinge itself, and this tends to be super stable. And this is really nice because you can anchor it at chest height, you can anchor it overhead. If you're doing an exercise that requires a low anchor, you can anchor this down by the bottom. If you've got 3 hinges, I think it's always best to anchor it near one of the hinges. But this door, for example, only has a top hinge and a bottom hinge, and so I've been pretty comfortable anchoring this right in the middle. Okay, so the second way that I like to anchor things is to like a sturdy piece of furniture. So I have this weight rack here. I know not everyone has a weight rack, but a lot of people do have like a heavy dining room table or a couch with an exposed leg. So if you have a heavy, sturdy piece of equipment, you can, if you've got these long looped resistance bands, you can take them around your furniture, loop them through, and then you've got yourself a nice anchored resistance band. Last but not least, number 3, this is the third way I like to anchor a resistance band, is if you have access to any very heavy free weights, like a 50-pound dumbbell or heavier, you can use this as a great floor anchor. And this is good for any exercise that need a floor anchor, but actually in a pinch work pretty well for things that even need like a waist height, or if you're kneeling, a boob height, anchor point. So, you know, even though it'll be at an angle, this floor-based anchor will often work in a pinch. So same thing, if you have a heavy dumbbell, you can just loop it around the handle, pull it up, and then this is quite sturdy. You can put quite a lot of force against this. So just to recap, the 3 ways that I like to anchor my resistance bands are going to be door frame. That's number 1. Because it is so versatile. You have the top, the middle, and the bottom. 2 is going to be around a sturdy piece of furniture. And then 3 is going to be to another heavy object that you have lying around. If you have like a very heavy dumbbell, sometimes people have, you know, a 50-pound adjustable weight dumbbell or something like that. That's heavy enough to serve as a great floor anchor for your resistance bands. So I hope this helped you think of some ways that you can anchor your resistance bands around your house. So with that, I wish you luck. Happy exercising.